Well, how you doing? This is a tutorial on a song I recently wrote. Forgive my voice. I was at church last Sunday morning, and as soon as we started opening up the first two songs and began to sing, my voice completely went out on me. I ended up preaching. Sounded like an old hoarse preacher. Probably they thought they had a different preacher that day. Anyway, this is a song that has been requested by many people and a tutorial. And all I can do is hope that I can get through this, explaining this. If this doesn't work out, then I'm going to go ahead and post another video later. And anyway, put up with my voice. Probably not the right thing to drink, but a little Java, gonna help things out a little bit, hopefully. This song is called Coal Dust. And I guess the inspiration for this song just came through a little boom chicking pattern that I had been playing around with on this particular guitar, my Recording King ROS-647, and in a dad-gad tuning. Dad-gad, this is D, this is a drop D here from E to D, and then regular A, D, G, and then drop the B down to a C, and then drop the D or the E here down to a D. So it sounds like this. Okay, so it's a dad-gad tuning. Actually, B dropping down to an A. Sorry about that, not C. So that's the tuning right there, dad-gad. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do the introduction to the song Coal Dust. After I had written this song and completed this song, I thought this really has an Appalachian feel to it. And I recently watched a series on television called something to do with coal miners. I just gained a tremendous amount of respect for those guys who go down underground, risk their lives to help heat the rest of the country. And what a commitment that is. So this is dedicated to all those guys who bring out all that coal. And it's called Coal Dust. And click on the link in the description if you want the full cover of the song. In fact, I recommend when you're doing a tutorial, have that one queued up on pause while you're listening to this tutorial. And when you have a question about the entire song, just go back and forth between windows, and you can find out what the actual song is doing in the cover, like how it's done in the order of things. Anyway, let me do the introduction first. I'm going to do it I'm going to do it fast initially, and then I'm going to slow it up so you can see what I'm doing. So here's the introduction to Coal Dust. Okay, that's the introduction. Basically, what I'm doing, I'm just doing a alternating pattern between the thumb and the two fingers. And I normally play with thumb and two fingers. Occasionally, I'll put a third finger in there if I need it. So here it is. It's going to go. It's like that. It's the thumb on the fourth and index finger on the second, thumb on the third, and middle finger on the first. So. So that the slide thing I do is I actually slide on that. I try to slide on that part of the picking, so. Okay, so that's something you'll have to practice quite a bit at. Practice slow, and then once you get it down, what you want to do is develop a kind of what I would call an apparent rhythm within that picking. So it's you're accenting certain strings and just lightly picking other strings. So. Okay, now for the verse. What I'm doing here, let me show you that finger position for that introduction. It's pretty straightforward, as you can see it there. But now when I go into the verse, I flatten this out, simply because it helps me play this picking pattern easier. I have to cover up on this string in order to get my pinky to do what it needs to do too. So I'm going like this. Rather than this, I'm going like, I'm starting here because I'm doing a hammer on from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the first string. So. Okay, so now let's go right back here. Right here, we're going to do the bass. The bass line is going from the 6th to the 4th string. Okay, so that's very difficult to maintain. It really takes practice to do that. I goof it up from time to time, but I strive to keep that bass rhythm going. That's kind of like the bottom end of the song. It really it's like the foundation. So I do the hammer on as I pick the 5th string and the 1st string at the same time, simultaneously. And I'm actually double picking, so I'm doing 2nd and 1st string, but hammering on the 1st string. Right there, there's a pull off on the 1st string. The thumb, I interrupted the thumb a little bit there. It's really difficult to keep that going during that pull off, but that's another part I'm working on. Some of you may actually be able to get that easier than I do. But here's another, let me play that sequence through slowly one more time. So here we go. Just start it over. Right here, what I'm going to do is I'm just dropping into this chord shape. I'm going to just drop right into this chord shape like that, and I'm just picking it's the same kind of alternating finger pattern. So so I'm just letting up. There it is. Okay, so index finger on the 3rd string, and you're going to bend the 5th string on the 3rd fret. Play the 4th string open. Then you start all over and do the verse again. Okay, now for the chorus section. So let's look at that. I'm barring the 3rd fret, and I'm hammering on 2nd and 3rd string. Let me play that again really slow. The bass finger in that is, I'm trying to alternate, even though sometimes I hit the same string twice in a row. But the attempt is to alternate the bass line. So what I'm doing there, I'm just, now here it's a little different. I'm just simply rocking my little finger in order to then you go back all the way back through the verse again. Okay, all the way through that. Then you're going to do this again. Okay. Now, that's a alternating finger pattern again, and I'm just playing these 3 bottom strings on for the 2nd fret. So. Okay, let's look at that bridge. The bridge on this song is going to be pretty much, you start off with this shape right here. Okay, start off with that shape, and I'm just going to go what I do there is I do a bass, then I do like a double pick on the 1st, 2nd string and a 4-string bass. Then you're going to drop down to this shape. Okay, you're going to drop down to that shape, and then you're going to employ and rock. You're going to rock your index finger like so. Okay, now watch, I'll show you that. So. Most of these, throughout this whole song, it's an alternating thumb with finger pattern. So rather than a rolling pattern, you know, that kind of thing, or there's some simultaneous picking, real popular in banjo. You know, there's a little of that here and there, but where you're doing some simultaneous picking. But other than that, it's an alternating thumb and finger style. So after you're done with the bridge, okay, let me just say, let me review the bridge again, because that's kind of the cool part of the song. It really breaks up the monotony of the other part of the song. Hate to call that monotonous, but some songs can be monotonous if all you do is the same thing. So you have to change it up at some part of the song and introduce something that's totally different from the rest of the song to make the song interesting. That's usually what a bridge does. And this bridge, in this case, is in this shape. little pinky there to help on the bass line. Okay, so and then we're back up here to the verse. Okay, and you're going to go back, then you're going to go into the chorus. Anyway, then at the end, you can refer to the cover for the order of this, but toward the end I'm going to go into this same deal here. 3 fingers, slide it up a half step. Alternating finger style. And then I come up here to the 5th fret and do the same thing and slide down. And I just strum that with the back of my finger to get that nice creamy bass tone to it. Ending of the song. You can go like that, or if you want to do the more of a minor sound, kind of like that, you could do that. Okay, that's an option. Anyway, there you have the song. I hope I broke it down enough for you. If not, let me know, and maybe I can tack a little extra video onto this video. So thank you. Bye.